Um, Hi guys, I'm sorry. I thought today's been boring. Today's been kind of hard for me. I'm late now. Um, Let me tell you what's going on at me. I'm hoping that Bruce is getting off sometime soon. But yeah, if he's stumming my voice today, I'm so sorry. I have had a big bump in my mouth. It always comes and goes, and this week it has hit me so hard. Then my mouth is sore. On top of that, then my skin's itching me all over. That comes and goes. And then I'm just really having the worst time this week. I was supposed to do some stuff, but I haven't done it. I need to look at some stuff, but I have nothing really. It's not like it's out over my brain, but there's no rash and stuff. So I came here to do this, to talk about that bracelet, right? The bracelet that's happening on BH. Oh my gosh, but she's not off yet. And then she goes, "But we can do something else." I just thought I could. But he's off, and we need to review Mr. Seth Rogers. Now he's going to be on tomorrow, so I'm going to take Sunday to review that live. Let's go and look at Seth Rogers. And let's rip that apart, because I'm buffering. But he's like, why did he do that? He was I'm just like, are you serious? Are you serious? Like, he didn't try to put a protector on the unclean being. He didn't try that shit on the clean being. He almost got in line with it, but he did. You know what? I'm hoping for Betty that she can look at a psych eval. Because she's not mentally sure. Then she's. I've he's a sister. No, he didn't. He knows how to work this system, just like you. Can't believe he did it. That's what money can be for anybody. And I can't believe the prophet. Now he's stuck and her eyes gone through, what's this thing? Chris Prophet. Okay. The wrong side of history.
We are continuing to trace down every lead that comes, everything that they sit there. When I do sleep, Sebastian's there watching this. If you're seeing this, everything that I have,
Yuck.
every moment that I spent with him, every time I go to sleep. The fact is that whoever has him,
I thought you knew. I thought you knew, Seth. I thought you knew, Seth. Don't sit here and say, okay, he does it. You're not back it up. But that's the thing, right? When you go to the news reporters, okay, and Chris did it. Without any proof. Oh, buddy. You need to be waiting because I'm not getting. I'm getting sick of you guys. 36. You caused this. You caused your carpet. You made it happen because you wanted to see the light. How can you not shame them? But you're not gonna get out of this one. This way.
If you're watching this, if you're seeing this,
Chef, I'm so sorry. But you know I need to grow a prayer and tell you to stand out.
care about is finding my son and bringing him home. Guess who it is? I'd like to bring up.
We can't imagine what you're going through, but
Okay,
we can see it, Seth, and all of us are going to continue to use our platforms to bring Sebastian front and center, and to hopefully someday he'll be found, and your pain, your pain will go away.
I was talking to somebody earlier today, and he disappeared at 15. He's now 16, and it's like time stops. Time just stops. And if I found him tomorrow, it's trying to pack everything that I have missed doing for him for the last year, and then just playing catch up. Like, disappears at 15. He's 16 now. I haven't even taught him how to shave. When he would watch me in the bathroom when I shaved, and he was starting to grow a mustache, and he just didn't like it. He was like, I don't like my mustache. And it's like, well, I like mine. If you shave it, it's going to grow in thicker.
It's not about you. It's about
to use facial cleansers and the little machine. Like, I have pictures because he teenager started to get acne. So, it's just, I'm not done teaching him. And the fact is that somebody has my son, and they're stopping me from continuing to teach him. And just not done. I'm not done living my life, teaching him and enjoying my life next to him. At 15, I'm supposed to get 3 more years before he's, technically able to move out of the house. And now he's 16. Now we're down to 2 years. And it's like, I find him at 16. He would just probably have to stay at my house until he's 20, maybe 25. I don't know if I'm going to ever let him leave. Once I find him, like, I've always told him that he has a room at my house no matter what. But now I think it's more along the lines of, you're going to have to stay. I build a house. He's just going to have a house wherever I'm at. You want to move out, that's fine. We'll build another one right behind the house. That way I know where you're at. That way I know that he's safe. And right now, the worst thing in the world is not knowing if he's safe. Not knowing that he's getting fed. Not knowing that he's properly clothed. Not knowing that he's getting the friendship that he deserves. Being able to talk to somebody that understands him. And it's horrible because I don't know what he's going through.
I get that.
And watching her interviews just made me sick.
Why? I was talking about Sebastian. Why did it make you sick? Did she say something about it? Are you upset because she did the interview and she did it correctly? It's not about you. I think Seth has a codependency. I never want to let him leave. So you're going to have him catch him? What are you saying, Seth?
Because it's about them. I'm going through hell. I know I am, but I also know where I'm at.
So is cutting Chris. Are you tricking me? Instead of knocking up to Tony, the penis head, you should be talking to cutting Chris. They're the ones that are for, not Miss Blue Betty.
People know where I am. If we don't know where he is my grace, and he has been my grace since he was born. And I just want to find him.
So you can let a piece of him again? Sorry.
Seth, it's definitely abundantly obvious to me and Jen and everybody else that's watching that when you have an innocent parent that truly doesn't know where their child.
You're not 3 innocent person. No matter what that Gus Bucket says, that piece of shit of a person says, let's be honest. Betty does not know jack shit, and they have nothing on this board.
Child is, it's hard to fight back the tears. It's not hard to produce a tear. And I think that your interviews are telling over and over and over again. It's never been about you. It's always been about your son.
You know, I didn't know I could cry this much. I didn't know anybody can cry this much. And it's like every day I feel like maybe I'm cried out. And I won't do it.
I don't like doing because so sweet. Because everybody's gonna try and talk to them. Make up stuff to make Kenny and Chris with them because you're better over this. You bring down, it's not their fault. Sebastian has free will. He doesn't, he's not a child.
But just walk by his room, or I just see something that's his, and it's like I don't want to move it. Things need to stay where they were at when he left, so when he comes back,
What is he doing with him?
it's where he left it. And
Jen, I want to go to you for a minute and give Seth a chance to just decompress for a second. First thing I want to say is
I don't trust Tony. I'm sorry, I do not like this man. Gives me a bad feeling.
think a lot of times, Jen, that people take having acts, we don't understand something.
Exact same age as Sebastian. And for all of us that have, I don't want to say anything negative about any of the other missing. I just want to say, how did he become so special? How did he life? And I got to tell you, that moment was tough.
That leads me to my next question. I don't want to cut you off, but you walked right into it. You and I were talking on the phone the other day, and we were trying to wrap our brains around what exactly it was. You and I have talked about Joe Petito many times, has talked about the blonde-haired, blue-eyed white girl effect. And, you don't often see a 15-year-old young man that captures the hearts of America like Sebastian has. So
oh my God. I just realized this is the interview that, oh, holy shit. I'm so sorry. This is not the interview that I'm going to show you. I am so got my people. There's so much shit up there. I don't. I still got my legal, but this. Just my demon here. Look at this.
I've been working all day. And so I came on, and of course, I saw the trash of YouTube on here and thought I might need to save a few people, because when you guys don't have anything to do, what do? You go look at the hate channels. So we're going to keep you guys off the hate channels for a little bit, anyways. I hope everybody's doing well. We were going to do a live tonight.
You're the only fucking hater that I have ever seen. You're a piece of shit. Sorry. Let me see. This is big mad. Oh, just wrong.
Mommy the kid's case, but it's showing yet another lie. And because I haven't been able to pull everything, Mrs. E uses she's probably the one I modded. Gotcha. All right, well, I appreciate it. I'm glad you let me know. So I think the only person now is Auntie E. Sebastian, all unsolved. I know, that's what we were kind of talking about earlier. Hey, Emma, it's nice. Another lie at the end of the day. It's just another lie.
That's fine, buddy.
So, anyways, kind of getting back to this, we were supposed to go over, but over some information. So tomorrow night, 8 p.m. here on this channel, we will be going over the very, very important information. It's just another lie at the end of the day. It's just another lie. We have so much stuff going on, and I think we were kind of getting into it this morning. I haven't gone back and reviewed this morning's footage, because we were recording live, and then I got off and I had to do some things, had to make some calls and whatnot. So I think we were kind of going into, what all this craziness is. I don't want to be pulled into it, but I'm still going to discuss it because it's insane. I saw some posts on, I don't know if it was on Facebook. I know some people sent it to me, but it's showing Hong has a order of protection against him. And shit, I forgot about that. No, we're not doing tomorrow. We'll have to do it earlier in the day. And I don't know when I think I'm going to be getting here because Seth is going live. 8 o'clock Eastern tomorrow. So that's going to be, I forgot about that. That's going to be enough time. This morning when I woke up, I'm reading all this stuff, and I think it was sent to me by email. I can't be for sure because I go through so many messages every single day. But it was showing a protective order from that unscrupulous PI to Hong, right? And I'm just sitting here thinking to myself, like, he's never even met Hong. I don't think he's ever seen Hong in the flesh. How are people getting protective orders like this? This is what I would like to know. I want to know how in the world the courts keep giving out these, what are they called? Where only one party is.
Like, in your case, you went to you drive 12 fucking hours to your home. You drive, I don't know how many times, 4 or 5 around that house, Sebastian's house. You drive around the barber shops. That's why he got harassed. That's why he was taking a picture. Then you go and harass him. And play the best against you. You never argued you. You don't give a shit because you're the main problem. And Hong and you has made fun of SF all the fucking time. Han's big man now. Look at this shit. I'm just saying. Let's see. There you hungry. Non-stop harassment from this shit. That's all he ever does. No. Best mom? What? What? No. Your mouth keeps running, dude. This is your fault that you have a PO on you. It's about FF. It's like keys, FS, clean Chris, SF again. Like, dude, stop. Like, who in the hell do you think you are? No. Partly bacon, too. It's all these stupid ass videos that he's making about different people just because he's a villain. But it's like, I can't believe SF has 80 fucking likes. Let's see.
Like this guy has never seen each other. If you choose to go over to their channel and watch, they're not harassing you. You're harassing yourself.
Bullshit.
It just seems like it seems like it's right out of the playbook of what ex parte. Thank you, hindsight. Ex parte protective orders. These people that abuse, like there are literally people that are in fear for their lives. In fear for their lives. And it's nonsense like this that makes judges have to stop and question. And then the public is pissed off with a judge every time he denies a protective order and somebody gets killed. And it's because all of this abuse going on when it comes to protective orders, sometimes it clouds the judgment of judges.
You have stalked and harassed Chris and Case Perfect. The judge have asked you not to talk about this because ever since then you've been yapping, running your silly ass mouth. You deserve it, baby. So take it like a woman. You're gonna do the crime, pay for the crime. But you're the one that needs to be in jail. Not jail.
Is because it's like the boy crying wolf all the time. This should be a crime.
Huh?
This should literally be a crime to be able to willfully and intentionally abuse a system like this. And I don't mean perjury, because I think we were talking about this morning, just like I was saying this morning, nobody ever really goes after perjury, right? I mean, it's there. So, like, the prosecutor can go after perjury if it's something that bites.
Let me say this, and she's fucking mad because she couldn't stuck her in her ass the innocent parents of Sebastian Rogers. There's no peace here.
It's, that frustrates them, but the rest of the public has to keep eating this nonsense where people are playing these freaking games with a system that is supposed to protect the most vulnerable.
Yeah, the missing kid are parents, not you.
And it's very, very, I don't understand it.
Because she doesn't know them all. Just saying.
I really don't understand it. because people are abusing this system. People are abusing this process. It's being widely done. And this has got to be, now he's in California. And what
Like he tried to do Queen Bean. She's in Illinois. Your ass is in Florida. That's fucking ridiculous.
he's trying to do is the same nonsense that Chris and Katie did to me. Serve him all the way in Pennsylvania. So he has
No. Like he just crazy. They had that. They had that other freaking video nonsense. He goes to the job site. You don't have anybody. It's not your fucking job. Your fucking job is to sit there and get pretty like you don't ever get pretty. And record stuff. And stop making misinformation up. Cause you did it to yourself, Miss Wilhelm. Just stop it.
to end up coming to California and sit in their courtroom for nothing more than vindictiveness. That is not what this process is for.
They didn't do that to you. You're not stalking them. You even went to cancellate their house into his job. What in the fuck is wrong with you? Yeah, somebody needs to be asked for that.
That is not what process is for. I would be filing charges. He deserves to have charges filed against him. There is nothing that Hong has done outside of satire on an X page. That's it.
No, ma'am.
And
He has harassed Esther for days now. 24 hours, like the kid that he is. So if you don't see anything wrong, like you did to Christian kid, every fucking day it's harassment. So shut up.
he intervened into a federal lawsuit. Dum-dum.
You got him served out,
Like-
dum-dum.
This is just absolute insanity. And not only that, but we here in the true crime community of
These cousins. Oh.
Both of you refuse to accept.
and he intervened into a federal lawsuit courtroom for nothing more than violation of court orders not being put in place, or court orders being put in place and nobody cares about the piece of paper. I mean, we go through a lot. I mean, look at all these people.
Oh, I'm sorry. You're not a true crime channel. You never have a case. You never have solved a case. Maybe one time, but that's it. Your body average is 0. Then to sit there and act like a fucking child? Yeah, because you don't get away.
All these women out there that are going through domestic. This is just right, because nonsense like this, the abuse of the process, the abuse of the system.
How about your abuse of the system? Queen Bee has been messing up with it for over 2 years. Over what? For you lawsuit that is going to get dismissed, the husband?
System. Aw, thank you, Emma. Emma gets me that it's starting to be so flagrantly abused around this.
No, I don't care about you like you said. Who in the fuck are you to say anything? I bring like you did to Chris and Katie Prophet. You have no reason to sit there and judge them. You have no reason, no evidence. If you do have real evidence, show it, bitch, show it. Just shut your mouth. The bigger the hole you dig, the more trouble you're gonna find yourself in.
Country, and it has. they have to be there or like this person's never went there. Like I just don't understand where the jurisdiction is coming from.
But you have.
So, any update on why did they change the channel?
Go
Change
fuck
the
yourself.
I know, but isn't that but Truth in Time? Isn't this a little more humiliating?
Humiliating how?
I can't support him, and he doesn't want to take that away from you over hate. So, did anyone catch Coffin Daffer? No. This case was hard, and that's from California. Or they had us in, and I think they were very clever in keeping a lot of people out of their hair because they they wanted to find some information. Like they had 4 little areas that they needed wearing green. They said he left without shoes. So I tell you, it was it was the very first thing he noticed when he walked in the house. That may have been what I got mixed up. So I to be honest with you, I wasn't there.
You know what? You get people like us a bad name. Do you even give us it about your own fucking drama? It's you that causes the problem. It's you not showing your mouth. It's you lying about every single fucking thing that you have ever lied. Why don't you shut up? That's the best thing you can do. I thought while you fire, you liar person, shut the fuck up. And you can't do that. Why?
I don't know the answer to that. You think Sebastian's case to me is sad. Now that's just an assumption, but to me is that they came to his vigil, but that's not enough. That's not enough. I don't know. I feel wrong I feel all kinds of wrong about this. And I don't know. I just feel that they came to his vigil, community, that they have not given up on this boy. And, it was really nice that they came to his update of words to string together to give the public a legitimate update about this case at this point. It doesn't have to go to the integrity of the investigation, but and I just really crazy it sounds, but you could have this like everybody thinks everybody knows this kid's missing. No, they don't. A statement from law enforcement could really help this case with local attention where the attention needs. I know how completely crazy it sounds, but you could have this like everybody thinks everybody knows this kid's missing. It's not. They're either getting torn down or other reasons that they're just not staying in place. And that's diminishing his face in that local community.
No, it's diminishing the public money. Because every time I fucking post a poster up on those ponds, it's against the law. And somebody has to take them down. You don't give a damn, but I'm gonna let God handle you.
That's where his face needs to be penetrated, is in that local community. Why? Because that's where he disappeared from.
Has he looked for stuff? Seeing like he goes out to eat. Seeing he might go if she has him. Let's keep it 100.
We're getting this as far out as to Mexico and the Canadian border, yet it's losing traction in his own community where he disappeared from and is most likely. Doesn't make sense. Really? Walter Lulu, we thank you for all your hard work and dedication. Thank you. So, I mean, it's No, the neighbors just want to, they care. They don't like it happening in their neighborhood, but they just want their peace and quiet more than they really care about this child being found. I truly believe that. I truly believe that. They don't want their peace disrupted. They if they really wanted to help, the neighbors wanted to help, they'd help. And outside.
You don't get to make that judgment unless they're kneeling or drawing. So I'm not making any kind of adjustment.
And Miss Bobby and a couple other neighbors, I don't see anybody really giving a shit about this kid.
His mom and dad, his parents, etc. Unlike you sit there and complain. Unlike you sit there and complain about your fucking circle everything up, but you haven't. Not by the prophet's house.
And that's what's so disheartening. So disheartening. They have their opinions and they talk under their breath, but they're not doing anything to keep their neighbor's story alive. Gave up on him. Never.
Neither
and I just,
that
for everybody talking about how badass, Tennessee is, no disrespect. I love you guys. And I know I got some people from the area and some people that stand up and do the right thing too, that I know for a fact. But there's a lot of people in this good old boys state that have no backbone or balls and don't get off their butts and don't help. It's just, I've never seen anything like it. It's like nobody wants to help. Nobody really cares.
That's not true.
He was a boy. He is a boy. And nobody knows where he's at. He deserves to be found. He deserves this entire community looking for him. I mean, the neighborhood should be shocked enough to be out there every day looking for him, just on the simple fact that they.
Speaking of fucking Hollywood, I think they have done that by now.
They knew he existed, but they never saw this boy. They have to now know how isolated this boy was, how unfair this boy was treated inside that home.
Hey, no, he was never abused. Cause he said out.
When I heard people talking about how they just want their peace and quiet, that's when I realized, they need more Jesus. That whole damn town needs a little more Jesus.
Your heart,
church.
your mind needs a lot of Jesus. You close and you don't give a damn until you got caught, right? You don't give a damn about Sebastian. You don't give a shit about his mom and dad. Move along.
You can go to church. The neighborhood should. When I heard people, you can go to church. You can go to church, but y'all need some Jesus. That's for sure.
So do you.
Sure. Oh, thank you, Melanie.
Unless you try to get your temper under control.
He's sending lots of half a block away. Maybe. Petra, Bobby said she wanted the search to go away. I've never heard any other search to go away. How bad that sounded. She judges me. At least I'd have been out there helping search.
No, you haven't.
More Jesus, right?
No, you have not.
Nobody going to take him to Pound or new house site, knowing they would search it the next day. He or they went to the main entrance with less cameras, half a block away. Common sense. Yeah.
Well, you don't have any.
Maybe. Petra, Bobby said she wanted the search to go away. I've never heard any other neighbor say that. I know. I remember her saying that. I remember being irate. I don't think she realizes just how bad that sounded. She judges me. At least I'd have been out there helping search, and I would have never put myself above a missing child.
You have to will do it again. I remember somewhere else. Quentin Sherman, you need for fame. You need to be destroyed this threat. You'll never let a fact out life. Come at me, bitch. Come touch me.
I'm sorry, I just wouldn't. My late grandmother would tell us to remember that you help today for tomorrow you might need help. Amen to that.
Yeah.
Amen to that.
Hi.
Yes, I'm from
Hi.
Europa. Europa? Is it? Did you misspell it, or is it Europa? Maybe it's Europe. That's what I'm thinking it means, but I could be
Yeah.
wrong. I don't understand. I am Belgian. Young people always protest and looking for kids. Poor Sebastian, and KP is laughing, and CP is also, yeah, it was appalling.
Just shut the fuck up. You know, I make me have a hate tonight.
And she says she's a mother.
She is.
If it was her kid,
Unlike you. Unlike you.
I bet you she'd think a lot differently. I bet you if she heard one of her neighbors talking like she did when her kid was missing, I bet she'd have a lot to say about it.
You know, but sometimes all you can do is laugh. Because it hurts so goddamn much. Okay, so you never think about that, right? You never think. You're so wrong about the Summer Rose case. Let me tell you, you're wrong in this case. Again, back the hell up.
Just saying.
Just saying.
Whatever.
No, it's not over, Miss Bitch. You are not going to sit here and just her. You don't have any damn reason to judge her. You're not a real parent. Gary, so.
Whatever. I guess we just pray. We just pray for the weak people. We pray for strength for the weak people, and pray that that strength comes sooner than later. You know, what do we do? All right, guys. I don't know. Don't know. My whole schedule's all upside down. So, anyways, we'll figure it out. I love you guys. God bless you. Thank you for everything. Rock it out with your coffee beans out. Don't forget to feed.
Okay, this is the video that I'm going to talk about. Buy this one. Fine.
Around doing who knows what in California, pretending to be private investigators. And those are Tony Mathis and Seth Rogers. I'm honestly very excited to have you guys on tonight. This has been a conversation I've wanted to have for a while. And I think that one of the most important things we can do tonight is not only
back up. So you know we're taking a stab at him. What reason? What reason? By as much, huh?
only dissuade some of these rumors that have been going around, or at least clear them up, get it. First, I think that it's important that everybody knows who Tony is.
Some creepy ass guy that has acted to this case.
So I'm Tony Matt, interested in doing it's what we've done for the majority of our married lives.
So speaking of fun,
we wanted to go.
They don't know where the money is going. And there are these claims out there that, Seth, you gave money from that GoFundMe to people for improper uses. So I wanted to ask, when it comes to that, who started this GoFundMe?
My sister.
Your sister did? And were you aware that she was starting it?
For 3 fucking days. You already gave up on some back then. Why do you come now? Because you can't issue like a punching bag stuff?
Or did she just do it and then let you know?
She called me up. She was because she knew Sebastian was missing. And she was like, hey, do you want me to start your GoFundMe? And I was like, you can, just don't put Sebastian's name on it.
Mm-hmm.
because there had been a previous conversation between me.
County.
Okay.
It amounted to about 23 days.
All right.
And then, there was probably a couple of month period after that where he literally went with no income at all.
Mhm.
So
Oh, just as much.
on regarding the mother, et cetera. But, he's about $4,000 or $5,000 a month it takes him to survive. So, if you go a couple of months without an income at all, there's $8,000 to $10,000 of that money.
Right.
You couple that with the fact that he was buying all of those signs; those were not donated. He put signs all over Hendersonville. He had 2 PIs working. One of them was pro bono. The other one was paid. He paid her to the tune of about $3,000. And
he fired her because she was doing the right thing.
he stretched that money all the way out to where even today there's still probably $1,000 in that account.
Okay.
So, you can imagine over time, we made a trip to Virginia that cost about $1,500 to chase down a lead. I mean, he,
Like I said, you're not safe to stay put. Okay? And why is Train talking about self money? Like, he owes it. So you can kick him off the case, so you can kick money off the case.
he basically wore the tires off of his truck driving back and
That cost can balloon, but we don't have that. So
Well, and we actually have a process now that's in place. I would say right around July, after I'd been involved for a couple of months,
Yeah, not to pay a mistake that Seth has made.
we have kind of a checks and balances internally to where when Seth has a need, he will come to me and talk to me. And his sister and I, again, we have some common friends from back home. We've gotten to be really close. And I actually will go to his sister and talk to his sister about what the needs are after I agree that they're necessary.
That's a red flag. Flag on the play. I'm sorry. No. Don't ever do this. Don't ever give you mainstream conforming. Who the fuck are you, Tree Matthew? You're a felon, just like Betty. He has to go to you like a minister. It's not. You should have been letting self-control his own goddamn mind, not some ghost bucket like you.
And then she will reach out to Seth and essentially all three of us talk before $50 is sent to him.
So that's important what you just said. Before
No.
$50 is sent to him. So Seth, you are not the steward of this money?
No, sir.
Okay, so your sister is.
Yes.
All right. And was there any specific incident or a pattern, something like that, that led to a decision where there was kind of a committee whenever money needs to be spent? Or was that just kind of a natural development?
Just developed. I mean, she's been in control of the GoFundMe since it was created.
All right. Yeah, that answers that. So
That
kind of
is
moving along with
creepy as
this.
fuck.
Another one of the issues that I've seen commonly paraded around, and this one's going to be a little tough to discuss probably, but it's by far the most serious claim that's been made. And I want to preface this by saying that as far as I can tell, this has absolutely nothing to do with, yeah, that answers that. So, kind of moving along with this, another one from the point that you met her up until the point where one or the other expressed romantic interest.
She was a babysitter for my fiance.
So
Aiden,
as
let
I
me-
understand it, then you met Katie when she was 12. You didn't really have any sort of relationship with her. And then around. So
Aiden,
as
let
I
me-
understand, developing.
She
Like, how did you
turned
guys
18.
reconnect, I guess?
she moved out of her dad's house. I guess it was not a very friendly environment.
Okay.
And at that time, the aunt and uncle had got a place, and I was paying rent for my room there, and she moved in.
So you were renting a room with your former fiance at that point. Had you guys
Yeah.
broken up? So your former fiance, you were renting a room from her aunt and uncle, and then Katie, in order to escape a bad situation at home, moved in with.
She had a boyfriend
He's not a good man.
close to the aunt and uncle of his old fiance because
Fuck you, Tony. Fuck you. Like, this guy here, like, he's dead. He never wanted to. He got his son for abuse. Look at fuck up psychiatric medicine that he had to be on to torture a woman. God knows he tortured Sebastian, right?
she'd been their babysitter for.
That's worse.
So Katie moved in at 18 in an upstairs bedroom, and
Well, why are you even talking about this? This is not his past. Except he should be the man.
he began to show some interest in Seth. And he said because she could have had anybody she wanted. And I was surprised that she chose me.
Mhm.
And I said, well,
A man show.
what happened after
That's
that?
not
And he
part
said,
of me.
well, I told her that I wasn't interested back at the time. And I said, well, if you were surprised because you felt like she could have had anybody she wanted, then why were you not immediately interested back? And he said, well, she was in a relationship. And I said, okay, so she had a boyfriend? And he said, well, actually, she had two boyfriends.
Bullshit.
And I said,
Bullshit.
and he said, yeah, she had a boyfriend that was about her age. And she had another boyfriend that was older than I was that had a wife and two children.
Oh, jeez.
Bullshit.
Seth,
So pretty. So, you know, we didn't choose this. None of this helps find Sebastian.
Like you care.
Universe, like we talked about today, Aiden. You don't have to provide proof of the accusations, but
Agreed.
And hopefully through clearing the air from some of these questions, people will stop wasting their time in the wrong areas and get back to focusing on Sebastian.
yeah, I think that's this is the conversation you and I have had. Is asked you to prove he did. You can't ask me to prove he didn't. That's not how this works.
Right.
You know, it's the unfortunate part of this being so broadly on the internet. But now that we've kind of drilled through that, and I think that's cleared up a lot of. But in your case, you have categorically denied ever hitting Sebastian. So
Yes.
these stories were there ever CPS agents sent to your house?
There was one time in California. This was way before the divorce. Sebastian's room.
Abuse is always so like to make it about them. And try to paint a nice ass. I don't like believe this shit. I'm sorry, but
Room was dirty. And that's
Correct.
just disgusting.
So that's I wanted to make sure that I understood it the way you had meant it, because to me it was very clear that you were talking about the fact that California does not protect children. That next kind of brings us to
Seth has put his fucking business out here time and time again. How fucking disgusting do you have to be?
the Department of Corrections thing. One thing I saw today, somebody had asked a question. which was when you filled out they said that when you filled out your Department of Corrections application, your Sheriff's Department application, you had placed a former employer as Rogers Homestead of Family Values. And that
Correct.
you had also told the Sheriff's Department that they could not contact that employer. Is that correct?
No.
So you did not tell them they could not contact this employer,
No.
but you did list that as an employer.
Yes.
Okay. What is Rogers Homestead of Family Values?
Autistic because when
of 23.
Mhm.
The filing didn't get done by the attorney till May. She was unsure as to whether it was going to be a subchapter S or subchapter C corporation.
Okay. He had access to his own computer, his own tablet, place. Just writing that down.
he had parental controls, the email address that he would log in, it would tag to me, to my email.
Would these have been at times where he would have had access to the internet through the place?
Yeah, his grandma had
Is that because of what Katie's childhood was like?
You know what?
And call
I
the
can't believe stuff.
grandmother he wasn't.
I just can't believe stuff. But cause private information out there for everybody to see. He doesn't give a damn because go ahead and let it up.
her grandmother answered the phone. And I was like, I'm calling to speak to my son. And I saw the tennis shoes that Katie bought him, and I saw his old pair. So
He only had 3
And
pairs of
his-
shoes.
and his slides were in his room.
Okay, so as far all the
PIs that go on social media are not private.
that point,
So like person to me.
you're a public investigator.
The PIs that I did have on the case that are no longer on the case turned around and gave everything that they had to law enforcement and didn't even bother to tell me that they did until afterwards. And I'm like, well, why?
That's your job. Oh my god, that's so bad. Do you not know that's not your job? to
Are you
handle?
giving it to them? I'm the one that's paying you.
Mhm.
They're not. I should have everything
So
before you give it to them so that I can take it and give it to them after I go through it
right.
to
So
see if there's anything.
Okay, this points to things out. So if that's a hate team, the hate team, no, that's the hate team. If you're not having tips or any information that they receive in the Chef, they receive any information not going by the cops first, because that's isn't this in interference case? Because he's not supposed to be handling those type of trips. I mean, he's supposed to go to cops, give them back to their parents. That's just wrong.
So they withheld investigative information and data from you, even though you had hired them.
who were they against?
Well, they were filed with Katie.
I don't know this.
To come live with you.
Mhm.
Send it.
Yeah. Did it seem like this was Let's come to you. They say we want Sebastian to move in with you. Let's come to you because this is another thing that I think people have brought up.
Couldn't show him. I couldn't show you. But let me just say this. You could be the hero of your drama. And I mean that son is not supposed to have anything to do with this case. I do it because he's so fucking emotional and Tony can't see that. Tony's a coward. And Burhan, he can go suck it. I'm done about this drama. I'm done at home, always harassing, but no. You don't get justice. And fuck you for saying that, Chris. You couldn't have anything to do it, and you don't have proof. Give me, okay, no. No, mind. I have to go. I'll be back tomorrow if we're free up to it. Have a good night. And be safe. I'm trying. I'm getting tired. I don't know what's wrong with me. Sorry.